Drinkin Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
So good. Hello, Ross.
Hello, Matthew Best. How are you?
You know, good. Just sitting on a profile picture of you. I pulled you up on my iPad Pro, so your face is real big.
Oh, God.
Is that a Tinder profile?
I don't know.
It's a grinder. It's my grinder profile.
Dude, you gotta
Sometimes
have
I
those.
switch it up.
Here's the
you know?
thing: you gotta
I
build.
switch it
You
up.
gotta build the homosexual crowd. You need more fans. You just build that crowd. They love it.
Like build them like flaccid.
What?
What?
Well, look, you can go flaccid. You can go flaccid. You can go hard
Yeah,
with that.
I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
see what
really
you did
matter.
there. You punny
Boom.
fuck.
You gotta go hard there.
Boom.
Well, let's
You know where else you got to go hard?
fucking
Rocco?
sponsors and get these fucking things out of the way.
You gotta go hard with Carnivore Club.
I go hard, bro. I go hard.
I know we might have talked about this little company once or twice, but we're going to talk about it one more time because it's that fucking awesome. It's Carnivore Club. It's simple. You give them some fucking money. They send you a box of incredible meat every month. The tagline is satisfy your inner carnivore.
Meat, so funny.
I love the meat.
Feed the beast. They've got the best salami, the best beef jerky, the best fancy Italian meats. You'll be so goddamn busy thinking about Italian meats, you'll forget that Rocky Balboa was actually an actor. That's how good that Italian meat is.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. You'll be so busy stuffing meat in every hole you have in your body that you'll.
It'll fill every orifice. Fill every orifice of your mind with meats. Unless you're a vegan, then go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck lettuce.
So go to carnivoreclub.co and sign up. You can use the promo code Drinkin Bros to get 10% off your first order. That's carnivoreclub.co. And join the Carnivore Club for the best meat you've ever tasted in your entire life, unless you've been able to have Richard Branson's cock in your mouth.
That's delicious.
Because I would imagine that's probably the most expensive meat there is.
You know what's kind of exciting,
So-
Ross? They're coming to visit us soon.
what's-
They're coming to visit us soon. Carnivore Club.
I know.
they are.
They'll be
Like
there
a
next week.
Yeah, next week. I'm nervous.
You're always nervous.
And like a week.
He packs his meat in
And-
that box as good as he does when he shows up here. It's gonna be trouble.
Yeah, he better. Hey,
Is this
he
the
better bring
LBGT
meets for the
fucking
whole
episode?
fucking
Is that how we're
family.
Shout
starting
out
off?
to LBGT and Drinkin Bros.
Oh, I love Drunk Rocco. It's great.
Sorry.
yeah.
I'll slow down.
Drunk Rocco is the best
It's
Rocco.
all right, so I'll call an Uber driver. And
and in
wait,
case-
I am the Uber driver.
Is that legal? I called an Uber driver, but I started Uber driving with a joke.
I am an Uber driver now.
God, that's
We'll
gonna
talk
be
about
great.
that later.
And by the way, if a drunk Rocco shows up at your front door at 2 a.m., you're gonna need some home self-defense ammunition. And I would get some boxes from TartarusOrdnance.com. That is TartarusOrdnance.com. You get 10% off of anything in the whole goddamn store with a promo code Drinkin Bros. Again, the slogan for their products should be "I wish a motherfucker would." Matt, you know their products pretty well. They sent you some ammo.
You know, I pewed the shit out of it. It ran like a champion, so I'm digging it.
Fantastic.
You know, and I
Tartarus Ordnance, and if you got your ammunition inside your house, you should probably have that next to a bottle of whiskey, because if you're gonna kill someone, you might want to forget about it afterwards.
You're so good
and
with
if you're gonna
segues.
drink whiskey,
You know, you're so
Look,
good with segues.
if you're gonna drink whiskey, there's one kind in the entire United States of America that represents bald eagles and fucking mountains, and that is Lead Slinger's whiskey.
Yeah.
It is made for and by veterans. It is not for small children. It is not for dogs. It is for a man's mouth hole, just to relax.
Man's mouth hole.
It's
I
for
like
females
that.
too.
Yeah, females can do it.
Yeah.
You know?
If a female can have it,
Yeah,
Don't,
we have-
don't
put her
ostracize
mouth-
We have
the people
napalm.
with
Yeah,
vaginas.
We have
you know?
napalm for most
females can
females.
drink it, and then they can put their mouths wherever they want after they drink it.
Ew.
God, Ross.
What? That is just human nature. That is a thing. That is the thing.
Yes.
Throw on Michael Jackson's Off the Wall album, drink some Lead Slingers, and put your mouth on someone.
Have you ever,
know?
I've had
Put your
sex to
mouth on
Thriller
someone.
before. It's actually really fun if you recreate the dance moves
dance,
while you're
I know
inside the
those-
other person.
I know those moves too.
See,
bro.
I like
did the
to watch.
LGBT,
I like
that's
to
it.
watch people having sex and then eat popcorn in front of them, like Michael Jackson
Yes.
in Thriller.
Ew.
Dun, dun. It's good.
Did you eat popcorn?
Do you have one more?
Yeah, and then
one more.
Last but not least, our last sponsor. You know it. You know it well. I shouldn't even have to say
No
it,
way.
but I do.
No way.
Week after week, it is the greatest piece of literature ever written, besides the Constitution of the United States. It is At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed. It is the first ever romance novel for dudes.
There's so much fucking in that goddamn book.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing ever written. It is available everywhere, every
Yeah.
bookstore except for Walmart. It was banned because of sexual intercourse pictures.
Yeah. Hey, so our special guests right now are amazed right now at what we're saying, and I'm telling you right now, you guys, if you read that book, it's very similar to reading a porn.
It's like it's a romance novel for
But
dudes. So literally, what you would think a romance novel would be, it's not like he softly touches the skin of his loved one.
Kiss me
It's like
gently.
it's
It's
like,
like-
he chokes her, throws her, he rope ties her feet as he butt fucks her.
She choked on his
As her
but
friend
she-
and
she
twin
gobbled
sister
on-
walk in, you're
she
like, oh my
gobbled on
god.
And it's written, but it's written like airplanes. So
Yeah.
like every other line is a joke where you're just like, oh,
He
there's
has
no
a
way he just
gangbang
did
session
that.
in there, and,
Yeah.
and there's a fat chick, or the not so attractive one, and
Yeah.
he's like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. I'll it's almost like a courtesy.
Yeah, he
fuck.
said a courtesy to like it was a service to his country to give a dick
courtesy
to her.
fuck.
Yeah, a little courtesy. Like,
It was a
"Eh."
courtesy fuck. There's a woman who actually gives birth in an orgy towards the middle of the book. And he puts the baby on the steed, and the steed the baby's riding around on a horse.
Yeah, I love it.
During this group orgy, and they named the baby YOLO. The baby's name is YOLO. So.
Well, speaking of special guests, we had some friends
amazing guests.
stop by, and they decided to be nice enough to jump on real quick to say hello to the awesome Drinking Bros.
Oh, my
And
God.
Rocco, why don't you introduce some of the awesome people that are here
Man.
sitting next to us?
So I honestly, they walked in and I almost shit my pants. So to our left, where JT normally sits, we have BJ Penn.
Hello, BJ.
Holy
what's
shit.
up,
Yeah,
guys?
BJ Penn. No fucking. If
Thanks
you
for
don't know who the
having
fuck
me.
that is, you're a goddamn fucking clown. All right. And here we go. And our other seats, real quick, I gotta mention. This is one of the other dudes. When he walked, so when BJ Penn walked in, I knew he was walking in. So I was like, oh no, fuck, that is him, right? And then I looked at his ears and I'm like, God, he's scary. And then, well, dude, cauliflower ears is
No,
fucking
I'm
one of those.
tracking.
It's respect, right? Yeah, I need those. I need to earn them.
I can hit you a bunch in the ears
Let's
if
do
you
it.
want.
Fuck it. Cool. And then the next dude who walks in.
Yeah.
Next dude who walks in. It's fucking Cabbage, dude. Cabbage for me was one of the epic dudes you have to watch fight. And if you don't know who he is, again, Google that motherfucker. He is the dopest dude, and you can hit him with a goddamn brass bat, and he is not going down.
He knocked out Butterbean, didn't
He's
he?
the only motherfucker to knock out Butterbean.
Yep.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Man.
Welcome to the show,
Well, hey,
fellas.
Thank you.
welcome Cabbage, and then hey Beej.
Beach.
Hey Beej.
Hey, do you guys
Glad
have any
to be
sponsors
here.
you guys want to
Yeah,
mention
anything
just
you
for the
guys
hell
want
of
to throw
it?
out there?
Just
Throw it out there. Whatever you got, man.
Of Mice and Men.
Cabbage. We're gonna have to.
I can throw one thing out right now.
Start with- but let's start
BJPenn.com.
with us.
I can throw BJPenn.com. That's a
BJPenn.com.
cool place to
Yeah.
check out all kinds of MMA news and any
I see
kind of
that
cool
often
news.
shared on my Facebook.
You're doing a great
Yeah,
job
yeah.
with that. You're doing a great job with that because when you started, I'm like, man, what is this going to be? And now to see what it's doing on Facebook and itself, or just on just social media alone, dude, it does very well. And you actually have drawn a lot of traffic that I've noticed a lot of MMA fighters try and copy that. Like Cyborg is doing something very similar, but you kind of took that niche early on, and it
Yeah.
done very well with that.
Yeah. You know what? We were doing this show. It was called the My Gym Show. We're kind of show a technique of the day and this and that, and really for how much work we're putting into it, not that much people were watching it.
Right.
And then we're kind of just we're slacking on it. We weren't putting it up, but we kind of left the news on, and it kept spiking us. And we're like, hey, you know what? Let's do the news, right? And
That's
let's
badass,
try to
man.
do. Yeah, and then I was like, yeah, no one goes to any fighters' websites to check out the news. I was walking down in Waikiki and I saw the Duke Kahanamoku statue, the guy who spread surfing around. I was like, I'd go to DukeKahanamoku.com to check the surf report. Fuck it, let's go. Let's do it.
BJPenn.com. Dope, man. That's cool. Is there any other sponsors you guys want to mention before we get started? This weirdness?
Superstar Motors, El
Superstar
Paso.
Motors,
That's who
El
brought
Paso.
us down.
Hey, everyone knows
brought us
I
down
used to
there.
work there. I used to work there.
Yeah.
And what a fucking interesting job selling cars is, dude. Wow. Like, I can sell anything. I can sell anything. Hey, I was the top salesman my first month working there, wasn't I? Boom,
Yes,
baby.
he was. Yes,
You just got to talk it, man.
he was. Yeah.
You gotta talk the talk.
Cabbage, you got anything you want to promote out there you want to push out?
I just got. Nah, not really.
No?
Yeah, I'm good. Just
Depending on when this
Hawaii.
episode comes out, you have a fight coming up soon, don't you, brother?
yeah, I got a fight coming up soon.
Is that UFC, Bellator?
What date?
No,
What date?
April 22nd, next weekend. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And what's the venue?
The venue is Just Scrap.
It's
Just Scrap.
Oh, Just Scrap,
Is that
Just Scrap.
you guys are from Hawaii?
Yeah.
And so that's a mainly Hawaii one, or no?
Yeah.
That's-
I know there's a couple out there in Hawaii, right? There's two big ones.
That's the number one Hawaii
Yeah,
promotion right
that's the
now.
number
Okay,
one
so-
in Hawaii right now is Just Scrap.
I have a Hawaii question. I've never been to Hawaii in my life. But is it true that, like, when you're, like, the tourist, there's, like, the islanders, right? That's what you're called. Is there, like, a segregation there where it's like, hey, motherfucker, this is our island a little bit?
What?
Like a Holly? You're talking about like a Holly?
I mean, I would understand because tourists are usually fucking assholes. So it's like, and how small it is.
Yeah,
I wouldn't actually
we're from
say
Big
it's like
Island,
that,
so
yeah.
we didn't see as much tourists as growing
Okay,
up as
okay.
much. But in Waikiki, you hear about stuff, going on in Waikiki. But I mean, it's all. I mean, look, like my mom's native Hawaiian, my dad's a haole. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's
You know,
badass.
we're
I
all,
was saying the
yeah.
Holly, bro. It's dope,
I
dude.
know, the accent's rad.
Dude. Fuck.
When,
Bro,
when,
I gotta
when
Mahalo.
BJ talks a Hawaiian talk, it's almost like when you start talking like kane asai, you get real Mexican. real quick,
Dude, bro, my cheeks are sore from smiling because this is fucking weird, dude. Never in a million years I thought I'd be sitting in a room with these two fucking studs, dude. It's dope.
Hey, Rocco.
Yeah.
I've got a question
the
for
STD
BJ.
instead.
Has anybody ever in the history of your life came up to you and said, "Mahalo, Beach," like in that voice right there?
Oh man.
Is that not your nickname, BJ? Beach? They don't call you Beach
they
for short?
do. They
Yeah.
do sometimes. A lot. Yeah. No, yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that a million times. Mahalo Beach.
Mahalo,
So, hey, I don't know
Beach.
what subject we're going to talk about today, but there's a couple things right now that's, it's brewing in me, man, and I have to ask. BJ, when you jumped out of that fucking pool, what is it, 3 foot or 4 feet? How deep was that?
You know what? It was probably like 3 to the water, and then it had the extra thing. So
Yeah.
like little,
Actually,
like 3 and 5, 3 and 6, 3.5.
Dude, that was fucking epic. And so that was one of the first viral videos you put out there. That was BJPenn.com.
Yeah.
Because it went shared everywhere because like people were like, oh fuck, no one's ever done that.
Well, I actually want to tell BJ I jumped out of a 3.5 foot pool too, and I had 7 stitches.
Oh,
That's no joke.
man. I mean, I ripped off a couple toenails doing it too, man. It's serious.
That
It's
was-
serious. I can't do it right now. No way.
Dude, fuck, man.
Rossi, is that what we can call Rossi?
Rossi?
Beach, is it Rossi?
Yeah, we'll call Rossi.
Yeah. Rossi and Beach. It's a new gay sitcom on logo.
Rossi and Beach.
It's just the two of us.
He just
Rossi
chokes you out
and
and fucks you
Beach.
to death. What?
Yeah. So hey, so Cabbage and BJ.
What's up?
I'm sure everybody's huge fans. People come up to you and talk about fighting all the time. What are your hobbies in real life besides like what's outside of fighting? What do you guys get down on?
Yeah.
I like to get tattooed.
Oh shit!
I like to shoot porn.
Whoa.
No,
Wait.
I'm just fucking.
Wait, shoot porn?
I was like, so you're the cameraman.
So you're the
Wow.
cameraman. So you're the
Wait,
cameraman.
yeah.
I like
If you
to
had
shoot.
to be a part of a shoot of a porn, would you want to be an DP, director of photography?
Yeah,
that
not
way.
DP.
I think I'd like to be the fluffer of the woman.
Dude.
Yeah, I'd like to fluff the women.
Yeah,
I would-
so
I
like
would
they're not
completely-
wet enough. And
Yeah.
you come
Yeah.
in.
I'm
I just,
wet enough.
double click their mouse a little bit.
The hand gesture he used right now got me turned on. Yeah.
Double click their mouth.
That's
I
dope.
fucking love that.
Really. I love that. And tattoos. Cool. And how about you, Beach?
Oh man. What I mostly play around with the tarot down there with the McPoy and stuff.
What's that?
The purple
Tarot cards?
poi.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Puerto we call it kalo in Hawaii.
And what is this?
I do that a lot.
It's actually like
Yeah.
a starch, almost like
It's like a mashed potato almost,
yeah, almost,
but it's
yeah.
like a mashed yam, but it's kind
Like
of
a sweet potato
sticky,
almost.
Like a
So you just
sticky-
eat it?
Yeah, and
So
then
that's your
everybody
hobby?
just eat. Everybody just loves it. Yeah.
no, he grows it down
Yeah,
there.
grow it.
Oh, I thought your hobby was eating. I was like, oh, you went too fit.
Yeah. I was like, that's JT's hobby too.
Yeah.
Jimmy John
So
Jarrett's.
you like to grow the sweet potato.
Yeah.
The Hawaiian sweet
Yeah,
potato.
yeah.
That's dope. So you're more of like you got
It's
a
just
green,
fun,
you got a
but-
green thumb.
Just fun. It's a good lifestyle.
That's cool.
Yeah,
dude.
It's a good
That's
lifestyle.
cool. Wow.
Is it possible?
That's
do a lot of people on
awesome.
the
So hey, do you guys live there now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been in Albuquerque for 6 months, so
Training?
yeah, training.
Are you at Jackson's?
Jackson.
Do you have a fight coming up?
Yeah, June 4th.
And can we talk about that?
Yeah, fighting some guy named Dennis Seaver from.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
know who that is. No. Yeah, no big deal. Where are you fighting him at? What promotion?
UFC in June 4th in
Oh
LA.
shit! Wait a minute.
Weidman Rockhold.
No
Wait a minute.
shit.
Is this your first fight back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's
In how many
fucking
years?
huge.
Yeah,
Holy
like
shit.
Over 2 years, I'd say.
Wow! And you're fighting.
Congratulations,
Dude, so, well, let's get into this. You guys
Well,
mind?
we'll say so. Jackson did the fight choreography with Tim Kennedy on our movie recently. So we have the utmost reverence for those guys over
Oh,
Jackson
man.
and Winklejohn's. The
Amazing.
guy. Not only are they like the best at their craft, but like Jackson is like one of the nicest fucking
Right,
dudes I've ever
right.
met.
What
Like,
a gentleman.
I'm nobody, dude. I've texted him after like the Holly Holm when she knocked out Rousey, and it was like immediately within 7 minutes, it's like, hey, thanks for the support, brother. Love you back. What the fuck? Like, I expect that text like 3 weeks later, you know? So you're like, God, dude, what a fucking stand-up kind of guy, man.
Yeah,
so shout out
he
to
is.
Jackson Kapnian.
He
If anybody
is.
doesn't know, that Holly Holm fights out of there. John Jones, pretty
Dude,
much all the
some
best
of the
fighters
most
in the
epic
world.
fighters in the
Obviously,
world.
BJ's down there right now training. That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Cabbage, you train there too as well?
Yes, I am.
Outstanding, dude.
Hell yeah.
Outstanding.
What do you think, Cabbage is good, huh?
I love it over there.
Is it a change up? Because
Yeah.
Is it just?
have
Is
you
it just like a
trained?
cool culture
It's
to be
good,
around? It's
man.
different.
It's actually like it almost the love that Jackson guys show us over there is almost like how we feel back in Hawaii. You know, we get that love at the gym.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's
That's awesome,
Anybody's
man.
willing to do anything for you at the drop of a dime. You
Is
know?
this your first train
And-
camp
and-
there for either of you guys, or just?
Yeah, my first time I ever came to Albuquerque in my life, and I've been there for 6 months already.
I got stuck there for 2 days. It's
I came up here earlier, then I went back, and then I just came back up.
great. Wow. So I gotta, dude. This is. I don't know if anyone knows it. This is kind of a big deal. Like I don't know how
It's
many
a
people.
huge thing.
I don't know how many people know that has this been gone online at all that you're going to be fighting in UFC?
Oh no, this is my first interview since they announced it yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, wait. I have not heard that. So the fact that you're saying this right now,
We just popped your cherry. Just
Dude.
now.
you got,
Yeah.
like I'm not going to stand up for a while because I got a wet spot.
No, so Rock.
Yeah,
Rock-
we're going to have to put a diaper on
So,
Rocco.
dude, no, seriously. So let's get on this questioning real quick because why did you decide to come back to fighting? Just curious about that.
You know what? I seen people older than me in there, and I was sitting on the couch. I was doing nothing, and I was like, "Fuck, man, these guys are in here. What fucking excuse do I have? I
Yeah.
gotta get up.
Yeah.
I gotta get up. If I got 2 hands and 2 legs, I better get to work."
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're fighting again. Who are you fighting?
Dennis Seaver.
Dude, and he's not an easy opponent. He's,
Yeah, no, it's
not,
gonna
he's
be a
no
good-
walk in the park. That guy's
I
a
know.
muscle, dude. So
Yeah.
what brings me back to when you fought the Shark, right? It's
You know
just
what?
very-
Somebody was telling me he looks like him.
yeah, very
because-
similar body frame,
But
right?
somebody was putting like a picture of us side by side, and they're like, "Wait, what? BJ's fighting Daniel Craig from 007." You know what?
That's fucking hilarious.
Because
dude.
they're both very similar frames. I don't
And the
think
feet, yeah.
I don't think Seaver's going to be very as explosive as the Shark. The Shark is pretty explosive, dude. He's got some well-rounded set, but dude,
Seaver can kickbox.
Yeah,
though.
Seaver is
He'll do it
no
all
joke.
day. He'll do it all day.
He'll
Yeah.
go to town, and he's not an easy one to take. So this is going to be an interesting fight. Obviously, dude, I think you'll crush that. But I'm excited to know that because I didn't even know this was going to happening. I've heard the rumors about you're probably going to be coming back potentially, and then several other guys like St. Pierre might be coming back and things like that. But to hear it right now, like I don't think anyone who's going to be hearing this podcast is going to understand. Like, dude, this is the first time he's publicly announced that this fight is a big
awesome,
deal,
man.
dude.
Cool.
So I kind of want to get all that out there. That's interesting, and dude.
How's
God.
your load? Are you cool? Do you need a wet
Wow,
towel,
dude.
I feel like you need like a wet towel.
Dude.
You know?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a heart attack tonight, dude.
Well, that's just because you
Yeah.
eat a lot of tacos.
I do.
Super
You eat a lot
fan.
of
Wow,
tacos.
huge.
Super fan.
Cabbage, what are you fighting at?
I'm fighting back in Hawaii, back on my home.
But
I'm big on it.
what weight are you fighting? You
Heavyweight, bro.
Heavyweight,
Heavyweight?
yeah.
Heavyweight,
But
bro.
this is the lightest I've been for my fights.
Come on, it's
you know?
Cabbage, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
You look good though.
Yeah, you look
honest.
really lean,
Like
dude.
245 right now.
Fuck yeah.
Good, dude, I'm fatter.
You know what really
I'm,
scared-
I'm 270. God.
Rocco and I were talking about it the other day. I'm like, weight class wise, like I'm
You gotta
6.
cut 5. Waco gotta cut 5.
I gotta cut. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hey, that's an easy
Before-
five, bro. That's an easy
Before
five.
I used to walk around at 285, cut down to 265, and get back to 285 the next day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And Rocco and I were talking about this, man, because we were thinking about weight classes the other day, and I was like, I'm 6'2", 225 pounds right now. I would have to fight a John Jones. I would have like dudes
You'd have
that
to-
would
you'd have to fight
fucking-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now, if I didn't cut, I'd have to
No,
fight
he would
you.
cut.
I'm
So,
like, fuck.
We were talking
that,
about potentially
dude.
like
Yeah.
just for the veteran
The
community.
weight he would have to fight.
Well, we
Right.
kind of want to do an amateur fight just to go out there and
just to
fucking
kinda, like,
train
train-
her.
I tell you, just being around Jones, he's the biggest, strongest kid in the playground. Tell
Yeah,
you that, man.
And that motherfucker's 205, right? You're like,
Right?
really? That's the guys I'm gonna
And
fight? What the
we
fuck?
were just saying, yeah, Big Bad John.
Yeah.
Dude,
Everybody knows you don't give no lip to John.
It was
It's
funny.
trying to cash me in right there. I like it.
Dude, so it's funny because we were actually talking. We come out of the gym. We're thinking like, dude, why don't we just throw some fucking amateur fights together? Let's go fuck some dudes up, or at least try to. And it'd be cool for the veteran community to kind of see us get in there and throw down.
Yeah.
I think it's inspirational a little bit. It's also a challenge. It's something new in life.
Unless you lose, Rocco.
I know,
Unless you
Here's
lose.
the thing: if you lose, you gotta fight again, and then you fucking
Well,
set something up.
Still, it's out there every single podcast. Kanye West, $50,000. The loser pays to Jerry.
I'd fight
or
Stitches in a
charity.
fucking heartbeat,
Yeah.
dude. I'd fuck that kid up. Either way, you would cut down to 205.
Oh yeah, for
I'd
sure.
stay
I
heavy,
probably got to
and I'm
185.
hoping I'm fighting like heavy. To me is kind of easy because like there's gonna be a lot of just really overweight dudes with bad cardio, and I'm hoping I'm faster, and they don't land on top of me, right? You know, because it lands on me like fuck, I'm done. You know what I mean?
Fucking orc whale, a beast whale. trying to-
Rocco, I think it would be like that Kimbo Slice fight.
Yeah. I'd be like,
got
Dad.
it
I'd be
there.
like, Dad. We had a heart attack in the ring, you know, right after the fight. Like, oh my god, if I don't knock you out in 30 seconds, bro, game
Crazy
over.
shit. Hey,
He was
it-
pronounced dead.
Yeah.
I know, bro. I know.
That was
Dude, Dada fucking died. And they brought him back. Like, the
Oh,
guy was
shit.
in fucking a coma for a little bit. I mean, he
Well,
was...
did you
Yeah.
hear this though?
They're gonna start a new movie, Heaven. Featuring Dada 5000. You know?
Well, dude, here's something funny. You guys don't know the backstory, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
I got a good story. Go for it.
Let me throw this real quick. So locally, Daryl Schoonover's a guy I've trained with for a while. He's just a personal
remember
friend.
him. I remember
Yeah, you remember Daryl
Schoonover, yeah.
Schoonover. So Daryl Schoonover's getting called out right now by Rampage Jackson.
Wow.
And so we're like, well, let's fucking do this. So we're
Yeah.
hitting on social media trying to make Bellator take this fight. I'm telling you, right, it's gonna be better than the shit that Data 5 fucking whoever did. That was a bullshit ass fight, the worst thing I've ever seen. And then the next one, Gracie Shamrock, was fucking shit as well, dude.
I even offered Bellator the chance. I said I'd fight both of them in the same night.
Dude,
Oh my God,
easily.
really?
That's
That'd
my
be
that's my
old
point.
tournament style?
What a
Yeah.
fucking
That's what's up,
embarrassing
dude.
what an
I'd fight,
embarrassing thing
I'd
you
fight
did.
Kimbo the first round, Dada the second round, and then Kimbo last the first round, fight on the third.
Yeah,
switching
because
rounds.
they-
yeah.
yeah.
Switching
And that's the
rounds.
problem.
Switching
They
rounds.
almost they
I like how he wants to do it round per round.
Yeah, switching rounds.
It was one of the worst things that they've done. That was
Because
one of
they're only gonna last one round each with me.
Dude, that was the
You know?
worst show that they've done. It was embarrassing to what the fucking they did. It was embarrassing to fucking MMA to put that together.
A man almost lost his life, Rocco.
Yeah.
No, dude. But so on that
But
note,
when you sign that contract, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Oh, of course, dude.
well, so that's what I was gonna make this point on. It was about 10 days ago now. One of Conor McGregor's training partners who fought in Ireland, he killed a guy.
Oh,
he
he
fucking
died,
killed a guy in
right?
the ring.
Yeah.
Did you guys
No,
read that
or
story?
his training partner is
Yeah.
the one that died, right?
Yeah, no, his training partner's the one that died,
His training
bro.
partner's the one that died?
One of his buddies.
Because he got TK'd. 2 hours later,
Dude,
had some really
Hey,
bad
that's
things.
gonna
Went to
be
the
big.
fucking.
That's
the-
gonna come out big. That's what I heard.
yeah, because that's the first guy.
UFC's is gonna have to go talk to Ireland now.
Here's the deal, man. Here's the deal.
That's
Fucking
serious.
when you step into that ring, it's something that's a potential hazard every time you step into the ring. Boxing knows it. MMA doesn't have it as much as boxing does.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, it's one of those things. You step into the ring, you know it's a potential for a head trauma, and head trauma can lead to potentially death.
And
That's like-
it's like you're going out to catch a big wave. You know what the risks are if you don't make it.
And you know what's funny?
You
I
know?
guarantee if they and nothing against that fighter, man. It's hard to hear that shit because it's entertaining and it's something that we all love right now in this room. We love the fight game. But I guarantee if you look behind it, in the medical standpoint, he's probably had some serious head trauma recently
Right.
before the fight
Right.
that led to
That's usually
what
what it is.
happened. And
Because
we're
if
such
you-
egotistical fucking alpha males. It's like,
no,
no, I'm not hurt. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
I need this
yeah.
5K. I need this 10K.
Well, and,
whatever it
and if
is.
you look at that TKO, it wasn't that
Dude,
bad.
it
Like,
wasn't.
You'd expect like when Chris Weidman got beat down for the title, that would be like a death thing.
Bro,
It
the
was so
fucking
brutal.
the fucking
But-
Bones Jones fucking the other tall homeboy
Gustafson.
fight, dude. Both of them were beat to fucking
Yeah.
shreds. Like
Yeah.
that's some head trauma, dude. Dude, you're Cabbage. You've had some fights with some severe ass head trauma, bro. And that's the thing is like. Anything with head trauma, there's a potential for that hazard, man.
And then depression and all that stuff's
Yeah.
real with
Well,
all
dude,
the
Well,
concussions.
TBIs, man, and a lot of the
depression.
fighter game, the NFL game, a lot of people
That
like that
stuff
have been
is
blown
real,
up with bombs.
Yes,
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
that's
is real.
So that's something that St. Pierre talked about. Like he was going through some mental.
blacking out, I
Yeah,
heard,
mental
man.
issue. He was losing time. He was losing time that he would say 8 hours different. That he all of a sudden he's driving. Goes, oh shit. How did I get here? This is something he talked about on the Joe Rogan show, on the Joe Rogan Experience was, dude, and that's from severe head trauma. Like years and years of head trauma can potentially lead to other things. I mean, a TBI.
But that's
Guys
why-
in the military understand what a
Yeah.
TBI can do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
No, just that's why you get frustrated sometimes. It's like if a fighter taps out when he's getting fucking brutalized, it's like, oh, he's a quitter. You're like, dude, He's living to fight another day, bitch. Get
Yeah,
your
that
fucking
is
pussy
true.
ass in the ring.
Get
Like,
hit in the face a few times, and then let me say,
and I'll be honest with you. Like, I love to fight. Have I ever stepped in a ring? No. Right? Face makes the money here. Dude.
You're the pretty dude in the group, bro. You got to keep that face.
The moneymaker, those cheekbones, if they get broken, it's all over.
So I got a question, man.
It would be.
I got kids, and I teach them to fight. I train them to fight, and especially my daughters. And I just want to kind of know guys who are professionally fighters, the guys who kind of live
BJ,
that
you
life.
have kids?
Yes, two
Do you-
girls.
do you-
Two girls, Cabbage?
Yeah, I got kids.
So
I
do you
got five altogether.
How do you
Holy
feel about training kids how to fight, and kind of what is your kind of like background, or what are your thought process on the whole thing?
You know what? I did get hurt pretty bad one time fighting, and you know what? When people come up and they bring their kids and they're like, hey, my kids wants to do the same stuff. I never push them. I never say no. I just kind of, I'm just like, oh, okay. Because I know there is some bad vertigo involved with this.
Yeah.
If you get beat up and you lose bad and you go to the hospital that night, you better believe it. You're waking up for the next 3 months in vertigo.
And so that was that the DS fight?
No, that was the second George St. Pierre fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I've watched my ex brother-in-law is Jeremy Williams, and I saw him get knocked out by Samuel Peters on Showtime, and it was actually one of the knockouts of the year that year, and I believe it was 2006 or so. And that alone, and he's not a blood relative, but again, he is family.
Mm-hmm.
And when watching him get knocked out cold to the point where he postured, it's a serious head trauma position. It drained me. It emotionally was destroying. And I heard a guy behind me say, he got knocked the fuck out. And I turned around and started jumping up over chairs trying to fight that dude.
Yeah.
And then my sister's crying. All the kids are crying. My mom's crying. My dad thought he died. And my dad's his cut man. I mean, it's emotional for the family. And I imagine if I ever, obviously never, I'm gonna, but if I was a professional fighter, I'd almost ask my family not to watch. And the fact that you just don't want, it's a fight. You never know what's going to happen in a fight,
do you
right?
train your
I
kids at
know.
all, Cabbage, or do you involve them in sports?
Growing up in school, I never did fight. I teach my kids not to
Cabbage
get
has
bullied.
never been in a street fight. I known him my whole life
Dude,
since
let's
ninth
go.
grade. I know
Let's do it
Cabbage
tonight.
since
We'll
ninth grade.
So I've been.
You can't
so
get
I
him
just-
into one, no matter how hard you
I
try.
just don't. I don't like bullying, so I just don't let my kids get bullied.
Right.
So I teach them a little bit. They train at BJ's gym down in Hilo. They do jiu-jitsu, they do wrestling. And I just teach them that, hey, if somebody picks on you, don't let them pick on you.
Never.
Don't ever
funny.
let somebody
So
walk
I-
all
you,
over you.
You just dealt with that with your kids.
I just had an issue with this. Yeah. So all my kids wrestle, right? My 6-year-old was last year was fifth in the state in his weight class, right? And so he's just naturally willingness to engage in a wrestling match. But on a bus, when he gets picked on, he won't ever throw a punch. Even if he gets hit in the face, he didn't engage.
Yeah.
My 10-year-old daughter just fucking dropped a bomb on a fucking first grader, rocked this fucking kid, right? And I was like, whoa, like, first of all.
Well, he push.
Yeah, no, he hit Holden.
Yeah,
he hit Holden. Holden didn't hit back. And so then when he hit
Starla's a
Holden,
beast, though.
Starla jumps over the back seat and just rocks the kid. And
That's when sibling comes in. You know what I
right,
mean?
and that's
Yeah,
what I've
it's
taught them
super
for
cool.
years. It's like, listen, we're family, and that's all you have, right? We're gonna protect each other, and so someone's got to stand up for someone. And I didn't
It's
expect
just-
my daughter to do it. I thought my 8-year-old son might throw the left hook, right? But no, my daughter reached over and boom, pops this fucking kid.
That's the same thing I tell my boys all the time. You fight with each other. I tell them, that's your brother. You got to have his back the
That's-
whole time.
dude,
That's
and
all
that's-
you got growing up.
And
Hell yeah, dude,
exactly.
That's
And
badass.
so the thing was, how do you explain this, right? It's like, so part of me inside is like, well, dude, what a blast that my daughter's fucking willingness to throw a fucking punch on a kid. How dope is that, right? But then I tell her, like, hey, he's also a first grader. That's kind of fucked up. You just punch a first grader in the fucking
She's
chops.
fifth.
She's
third?
5th grade, yeah.
fifth.
And so it was this weird, like,
Yeah.
parenting, like, good dad and also good fight. You know what I mean? So it's just,
I remember doing that once at school, getting called for my son Stone. He hit this kid, but the teacher was like, he had a really good attitude. He didn't do anything until the kid pushed him. Then he hit him. So at first I was like, oh, hey, Stone, that's bad. Let's go home. As soon as we get into the car, high five.
yeah.
Hey, throw that left. You threw it.
High five.
Dude, I had the same situation with my son, who at the time was first or second grade, hit a 5th grader in the face because he was talking shit to my daughter.
Yeah.
Who my daughter normally would handle her own. She's pretty aggressive girl.
Yeah.
And he fucking throws a 1-2, boom, boom, and the kid just stops and didn't say anything. And it's funny because, well, he grew up in a world where we fight. They spar each other. We've grown up in the gym. I used to be a combative instructor for the Army, and they were there watching guys grapple, watching guys fight. They've seen me fighting in the ring. So it's something that's kind of the culture of the family, right? And so I don't know. It was exciting to know, like, my son was one again to throw a punch, but it's
Yeah.
like, I'm not sure if you threw the punch the right way because of the fact
Let me
that
see how you threw that, son.
I was like, yeah, let's talk about this, right? So it's this weird thing. So that's why I kind of interesting to know what a professional thought on raising kids and fighting.
Ross, are you ready for your kid to start punching dudes? He's too cute, man.
And
Oh, he left. He's Ross
No,
Patterson
he's
off
fine.
the podcast.
So do you train your kids to fight? Your daughters?
well, they're just small. Yeah, they're just small. Well, 7 and 4, but they're kind of getting into it a little bit. They've
Yeah.
been more into soccer.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
sport.
but they've been
You were a soccer player as well, weren't you?
as a kid. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Well,
I played soccer for about 11 years myself, man. That's awesome.
yeah, it's fun.
Good
And
sport.
in Hilo, like pretty much all downtown by the beach is all soccer fields.
Yeah.
So everybody plays soccer. And
Soccer or
Yeah.
football, they got the youth football and the youth soccer all down there front.
yeah,
What island do we go to if we go to Hawaii?
All depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, well,
I want to like.
I wanna
do you
go-
get
I wanna
drunk,
go-
Hawaii stuff.
fish, and
I
relax,
want
play
to go
sports.
train
Big
one
island.
night at your place. So where
You
would
got to
this-
come to Hilo.
yeah,
Big
you know,
island,
it's
yeah.
nice. It's nice. It's nice.
You can drink, you can fish, you can go
Yeah.
train at BJ's gym, you can go see lava, you can go see snow on
Can
the
I
mountain.
see Dog the Bounty Hunter?
He's there. I think. He's there.
What if I don't want to train?
I can't believe you just referenced
Yeah,
dog.
bro, it's the funniest thing because I love watching the videos where, because they don't carry guns, and then, like we come from the culture where guns is our world,
Or
right?
you fucking low life motherfucker.
Right.
Hey brother, I love you, cuz
Yeah.
we
Bro,
family now.
what, the funniest one is that so his son Leland was trying to be an MMA fighter, and I think he was doing a little bit here and there. But there's a show where he's getting his ass kicked, and his dad just jumps in the car, is yelling at him.
Oh, yeah,
Leland,
yeah.
Leland, get in the car!
Yeah.
He's not helping. Leland's
own
getting his fucking
son.
ass whooped, dude. Oh man, it's fucking great.
Jesus.
I know.
Hey, by the way,
Well,
Mr.
we
Matt
know
Bass, I
Leland
had to
'cause
run
he's
and pee
come
real
by
quick.
the
This is one of the most
gym.
interesting
Yeah.
conversations we've had on Drinkin Bros, and I didn't want to miss it, so I was like, let's not cut, just keep talking, and I'll pee and come back.
You took a
so-
quick piss break. I like it.
So Matt was asking you about your son and how do you feel about fighting? Because you're not really in a fight culture.
I mean, you love the sport.
You
but
love the sport, but yeah. So curious to know, how about you in teaching your kids?
I was here's the thing, truthfully, because I was the same way. Like I'm a big guy myself, 6'3", rolling about 210 to humor right now, a little overweight because of editing, Range 15.
Range 15.
But I got in a lot of fights growing up. I was a bouncer all 4 years through college.
You were a bouncer. I
And,
didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Look. Could I take out both of those guys? Probably. Am I saying that because they're not in
Ross
front
is
of me?
super
You bet
humble,
I
is
am.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, Ross has a huge cock.
Yeah, not only that, but I can say that because they're not sitting next to me. I'm 3,000 miles away, so
Hey, listen, you're not getting your salad toss. You're getting your fucking cabbage toss, Ross. All right?
Whoa!
I know.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like that.
I like
That's the
it.
shirt right there.
Yeah.
That's the shirt.
Time to get your cabbage toss.
Get that cabbage toss. Get that cabbage toss.
I love that.
Dude, we were talking to. I was at.
No,
okay.
but so with my son growing up now, like I want to put him in, some form of martial arts as young as I possibly can, for that simple sole reason of I want him to be able to protect himself. I don't want him picking on other kids. I want him to be able to protect himself.
great, yeah.
I'm not sure, like MMA is so crazy high level and dangerous. That would be something of his decision,
Dude,
but I would never discourage him
I got a
from
good
something
question.
he wanted to do.
I got a good question for the guys like you, Ross, and everyone else that's raising young kids, and they're thinking like, I'd love my kid to protect himself. So BJ Penn and Cabbage, here's a good question. So if you're gonna put your kid into martial art, what do you think would be the best martial art discipline for them to start in? Or what would be something that you think is probably the best all around? Because just from my standpoint, I know Taekwondo is kind of this and that, right? You more your kicks and it's more of rules. There's jiu-jitsu, there's boxing, right? So what would you say would be probably the best well-rounded, something that's smart and safe for kids at the same time is going to develop them in a good where they can protect themselves well?
Between the two of jiu-jitsu and judo, I'd go with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because with the judo, you get to learn like the pressure, the different throws, and then you can always add that in if you take jiu-jitsu afterwards. you
Right,
know?
right. And
And
you
it's
feel
always
the
an
same?
evolving sport, you know?
Yeah.
And I always feel I know you couldn't win the UFC World Championship with just jiu-jitsu itself, but I still think it's a great self-defense because really you'd be running away, and if they tackle you, you could like do the guard and
Right. Yeah,
defend
wrap 'em
yourself and get up and run away again.
Yeah. So,
self-defense
right.
wise.
And what I've noticed is so my daughters and sons were just as successful, boy or girl, in jiu-jitsu because it's not about strength. It's about technique. It's about positioning. And so which was so dope to see my daughters being successful even with boys by understanding the technique and doing
When I was
it
getting
well.
ready to test for my blue belt, I grappled with a blue belt that was like 130 pounds. I was like 190 at the time. I was like, throw his pussy everywhere.
No.
Nope.
Dude.
I got choked out like
No.
fucking 6 times in a
it's-
row. I was like,
that's the
fuck
cool thing
this
about
shit.
cool thing about that art, man. Like it was created in
It
a
really
sense where-
does work.
Yeah, it
It
does.
was created to make one man Superman, and
Yeah.
the other. If the guy doesn't know, I mean,
Yeah.
really, he's in
Yeah.
bad shape.
And as soon as he makes a
He's
mistake,
in bad shape. If he knows,
Yeah.
he's got a great chance. If he
So
doesn't,
the other sport that I really enjoy for my kids, and the reason is because when I was fighting for the Army, doing those combative tournaments, and they're not in the level of fighting that you guys do, but
Obviously.
but I was getting my ass handed to me.
Obviously.
Yeah, I was getting my no, but
But it's like, dude, when I have an
point
army
out
guys,
the
like,
obvious.
I'm level 1 combative. So
Well,
I'm like,
dude.
so you know enough to get your ass
what
beat.
it is
Perfect.
what I don't want them
No.
thinking like I don't want them
Yeah.
thinking
Fuck outta here.
well, I don't want to sound like
I know.
as I'm fighting, and they're gonna like this guy doesn't
No,
fight.
I
Like,
know,
no,
I
I know
know.
I don't fight. But for the Army standpoint, I was getting tossed around by wrestlers, man. But wrestlers really have this. It's almost I like to identify as it's the transition between the two, the jiu-jitsu and the
Yeah.
boxing or stand-up.
No, they
And
do.
so those guys were able to, and I fucking threw hands my whole life, and I feel comfortable with that. And I do feel real comfortable with jiu-jitsu as well. But knowing a guy that only knew wrestling was able to pummel the fuck out of me and put me in positions of uncomfort, and as well as like drain me because of the fucking body positioning and the weight distribution, like all that shit was fucking with me. And so that's why my kids wrestle. I've got
no,
my
it's
ass handed to me
true.
by
No, I'm
wrestlers.
wrestling too. I just wouldn't put my daughters because of the years.
Yeah,
But then,
yeah,
no,
yeah. No, yeah, I hear you. I hear
yeah.
you.
But no, wrestling is amazing too. Yeah, wrestling. And then you saw what happened was everybody was doing boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu, and then everybody forgot about judo.
And then
all the spinning kicks,
dude,
and all they came back.
Dude, and I like
It
this
keeps-
exactly, dude.
it's
we
a
talked
circle.
about
that,
this.
dude. The
The
natural
evolution.
progression. So
The
it's like,
circle of life.
Yeah,
it was wrestling or jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
when fucking MMA first came out with the UFC.
Yeah.
Then wrestling took over too. Then it was like, oh
The
shit,
ground
Muay
and
Thai.
pound, right? The ground and
Yeah.
pound got
Pound.
big.
And then,
then
people
everybody
forget
forgot
about grappling, then it comes
Right,
back.
and it goes back. So now,
Yeah.
right now,
what are those Carpier, those crazy spinning
Capoeira
kick-
dudes, or no. What's coming right now is guys like your McGregors, like your Rockholds, is unorthodox version of karate.
Well,
Yeah, no,
remember
it's
like
true.
when Machida paved the way,
Exactly.
he just kind of
Yeah,
stopped
but
at it.
Machida, what happened was Machida was 100% karate, like
Yeah.
a very, very, very,
Right.
very organic karate, and
It's
then
a misleading Muay Thai almost,
Right, and
where
so-
it's like you don't know where the throat punches are
So
coming
now
from.
you see this almost karate like that, but it's the McGregor style, the Rockhold, the who's the dude that was in the show with us, the movie with us, Thompson.
Yeah.
And so these guys, it's almost a karate now that everyone stopped training and missed, and now it's like, well, shit, this is just as devastating.
Yeah, and
so-
people are forgetting, and
Right.
that you can use it. And
So it's,
Yeah.
Is
it's
that
almost
hard
like
for like professional MMA fighters to like kind of stay with the game and like is it really? Would you say it's more about mastering a craft that you believe you can fight, or like knowing your opponent? Like, okay, this guy's gonna shoot on me. He's really heavy on the high kicks.
yeah,
Is it kind of?
now it is. Now at this level, you just gotta go specifically for your opponent. You know, but of course, it's just mastering a style. He's trying to be the best Cabbage he can be. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be the best BJ I can
Yeah,
be.
of course.
You
The
know?
best Cabbage he
Yeah.
can be. That should be the name of this show.
that's gonna be the name of the show. No, and dude,
But it's an
You know,
ever evolving sport.
it
You
is,
know what
you
I
know,
mean?
it is,
It's
bro,
always
and that's exactly
it's always changed. That's why everybody goes and cross trains.
yeah.
Well, that's
know?
why
That's
it's so
why it's
fun to
MMA,
watch.
right? That's why it's
Yeah.
mixed martial arts. We talk about it, and if you think about the whole evolution picture where you got monkeys turning into humans,
Yeah.
it's very similar. Where you got the jiu-jitsu guys turning into
Yeah,
now.
right.
Now it's kind of a karate, and next year it might be something
The
slightly different.
Brazilians are all like good stand-up now.
Yeah,
Right.
well, you have to be
Yeah.
because for a while they're getting left behind.
Right.
All the Gracies are
Yeah.
getting like whoa.
Yeah.
And so unless metamorphosis, that whole thing
Because they couldn't
Yeah.
get the takedown because they couldn't punch. You know.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't have, it's a 7-layer cake. That's
Yeah.
what I like to call it, a 7-layer cake.
That's-
Like,
yeah.
you got to be good at all levels, or else, dude, you ain't no mixed martial artist.
You know when you started seeing that was when Silva fought. He's a black belt. He's strictly jiu-jitsu. He's Damian Maya. Thank you. Whoever said that, perfect.
And then Maya
Thank you.
is improving his
And
wrestling.
now,
He had
yeah,
to.
so I'm saying now when
Yeah.
you start seeing it, he's working on the shoots because he's just like, I got to get this guy to the fucking
Maya
mat.
was so
Yeah.
boring to watch because he's so
Right.
good at one thing.
Yeah.
So good at one thing, but he got boring to watch.
Evolve or become extinct.
You have to evolve in the game, man. I love it, dude. That's
I get a question for you guys. Do you guys ever dwell on your losses at all?
wow.
What is that? What's a loss?
Yeah. Hey, you just move on. You turn the page in the book. You know what I mean?
There you go,
You
bro.
know what? Fighters have short memories is the best thing. We don't even realize that happened.
I want to know the celebration after he fought Butler.
When you fought Butterbean, you knocked him out for the first time. Like it never
What did
happened.
you do after? What did you
I
do
want to know how that
after?
celebration went.
Actually,
That's
I
his good
was
friend.
kind of
You
friends
hugged-
with him when we fought the second time, you know. So when I threw the high kick and knocked him out, I didn't want to celebrate until I knew he was all right.
Yeah.
Then after I knew he was all right, I was like, yeah, yeah.
the Cabbage Patch, of
So,
course.
Yeah.
so how much? How much does that affect you as a fighter? Being friends with the guy you're fighting.
Not really, because at the end of the day, they can either hold a grudge or they can shake your hand and you guys can keep on going on and being friends, you know.
Dude, that'd be tough, man.
I think that's not necessarily. I think that's similar to like how Ranger
Like
up.
when we fought twice, we fought twice, me and Butterbean. The first time I lost, I couldn't continue because my elbow. So then we ended up going to London and we ended up becoming friends. And then we both got entered into the K1.
Yeah.
And then he called me up. He's like, "Hey, Cabbage, I heard you're entering the K1." I said, "Yeah." He said, it'd be messed up if they made us both fight each other in the first round, the first draw.
Oh,
And
dude.
lo and behold, you know,
And I'll tell you
It was,
what.
it was K1 boxing.
kickboxing.
I'll-
Oh shit!
I'll
In
tell you-
K1.
yeah, in K1 kickboxing.
crazy.
K1 kickbox. I'll tell you what happened when the first time he fought Butterbean. So right before the main event, I guess Cabbage was warming up in the back, jumping up and down, and he slipped on some water, a pipe, and he hit his elbow, and his elbow got
No
big.
way, dude.
So
Really?
he calls me in the back. He's like, "BJ, I can't fight. Look, but if the main event doesn't go on, you got to give back all the tickets, right? You got to refund everybody." So
Yeah.
we tell Cabbage, "Okay, just go on there, blow your load, and we'll throw in the towel." So Cabbage goes in. Just unloads
Haymakers.
with Butterbean, looks back at us. I go, no way. I didn't throw in the
I take
towel.
him down.
Cabbage fighting with him so long. At one point, Butterbean's hit Cabbage so hard, Cabbage's ear touched his shoulder. And Cabbage looks at me. So Butterbean's hitting him. He looks at me like, "Fuck you guy, you're not going to throw in the towel. You're not going to throw." And then Cabbage just starts swinging back like, "Fuck this already. Fuck this."
Dude, if you guys
Wait, how long have you guys been friends for then?
I
shit.
get
High school,
ninth grade.
ninth grade.
Holy
Yeah.
no way, bro.
Yeah.
That's a friendship right there. That is badass.
BJ is who got me started in jiu-jitsu.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, if you guys have not, anyone listening, if you have not seen Cabbage's fights, you have to Google this shit, dude. Cabbage has been through some epic fucking battles, and I'm just saying because BJ Penn is world renowned. Like, and if you don't know who Cabbage is, you have had to be watching for a while now, right? Cabbage has had some epic fucking battles in the goddamn ring, dude. God
Fuck yeah.
damn, bro. Hey, it'll go back and forth, bro. It's like hit him with a bat, he hit you back, dude. It's amazing. God damn.
That's good shit,
What an
man.
amazing night.
That's fucking rad, man. The fact that you guys are even here on the Drinkin Bros podcast is amazing
Oh
tonight.
man, we gotta give thanks to fucking Superstar Motors for that one, man. That,
Yeah.
the owner there, he's an ex-marine.
Yeah,
The
are you guys
owner-
working with Superstar
Yeah.
Motors?
Well,
down there?
Superstar
the owner
Motors-
and genius behind it all.
Yeah, the owner of Superstar Motors is a veteran
The one
himself.
man.
He's a friend of ours. He's a Marine. Yeah, what? Yeah, he had a lot of screen time. Range 15.
No, actually, I don't give a fuck.
Awkward screen time.
There's no plot gives away. Just so BJ and Cabbage know, he was in drag in our movie, and I won't give the context of it away, but he's in drag. So just have that
What?
on him. Yeah. Super hot.
That's so great. I didn't know it was that guy.
Super hot, Sean.
I figured you were gonna drop the news and say he's the lead hero in the movie.
No,
No, that's Matt Best. That's Matt
I
Best.
took that crown unwantingly. but
Yeah.
I paid a lot for that role. I was like, I really need to get cool on the internet. Well, fuck, man. We'll close out here soon, but, dude, I can't thank you guys much. If you guys want to plug anything else
Anything,
before
dude.
you guys bounce, please
I'd like
do,
to thank
man.
all Hawaii and Farmers Market, Hawaii.com, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just giving me the opportunity, you know, and it just
For sure, dude.
Jackson's MMA.
Yep.
Jackson's MMA. And thank Greg and Wink.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
hit him up, man, dude. Honestly, dude, having you guys here is
Here, we should
one.
let's take a mid-podcast selfie, and we'll send it to Greg right now
Yeah.
and fuck with him.
Yeah.
So here, let's.
Then he'll know we're done.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this, man. This has been probably the most epic podcast we've done yet. These are idols of mine growing up. These guys have kind of shaped my training as an avid fan of MMA. And dude, it's been a pleasure. And I hope you guys had a good time. Honestly, I hope you guys had a good time on this podcast. I hope it's been fun.
Rocco, are you going to get signed? Are they going to sign you? Like, I feel like you should get signed by
punching
BJ.
bag.
Hey, I'll spar with you, bro, anytime you want. If you
Bodyguard.
want. Like,
Bodyguard.
Yeah.
We need a bodyguard.
He's a really good bodyguard,
I'm
actually.
a
I
good
believe
bodyguard.
it.
I'm a good
I believe
bodyguard.
it.
Before,
hey, this
he got
one.
noted Rocco because
Yeah,
before.
That's to keep people away, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Rocco, were you a bodyguard?
I was pretty much Matt's bodyguard for a
No,
while.
dude. Before Ross, before like Rocco's personality really took off with the channel, man. Like when we do at events and people would try to get in my shit, he would just fucking throw dudes. And he's like, Matt's good. They come up with a shot, and he goes, Matt's not taking any more shots. It's like, wow, you're being an asshole, but it's awesome because I don't have to be.
Protect my boy, dude. Protect my boy, dude.
It doesn't really work anymore because Rocco throws people who go, wait, you're Rocco. Like fuck.
Shit.
But it's good shit.
And now you've got to take a fucking picture with him, Rocco. You can't throw people
I
down.
love everyone, man. I love everyone.
Well, cool, man. Thanks again, Cabbage, BJ.
No
You
problem.
guys we're fucking huge supporters of you guys,
It's an
and
honor, man. It's
good
been
good
an
luck
honor.
in the new fights coming up. We'll
Thank
be
you.
supporting you guys.
Hey,
and
you
fucking
let
A,
us
man.
know, man. We'll push it out and promote it, dude. Whatever you need, okay?
Thanks for having us over here.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
get with
having
Greg
us.
one time to like really like I don't know if you saw Tim Kennedy versus Bisping, how the promotional they did like talk shit about the opponent. So if you ever hate an opponent you're fighting, reach
This
out
is
to
the
us and we'll
spot.
have the biggest social media
Yeah,
campaign.
we're doing that right now
against
for.
them.
Yeah, we're
It'd
doing
be
that.
so much fun.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
doing that. We're
shit.
doing that right now for Daryl and fucking Rampage. We're trying to get that going. If you guys need anything,
Yeah,
we'll
we're here,
fucking
man. We're
we'll
just
embarrass
friends.
people.
That's huge.
Cool.
Whatever you need. And
That's
again,
huge.
dude, we're probably gonna fight soon, so we might need some help. We're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Heavyweight,
hey,
205.
when are you
Oh, we'd love
fighting,
the corner.
Dada?
We'd love
Rocco?
the corner.
What's
you
up,
guys.
Ross?
We talked about me and Matt talking. We left the gym like it'd be great. It'd be fun to fucking set up a fight. We do some kind of veteran thing. We fight whoever the fuck wants to step into the ring.
Dan Bilzerian?
Whatever, yeah, whatever. And we.
Oh, we'd love to
and we
see
do
a
it,
Dan
man. And we
Bilzerian
do it.
fight
We-
between Matt Bass and Dan
It'd be great
Bilzerian.
to see, like, dude, the courage to step into a ring. It's a scary fucking thing. If anyone's ever done it, you guys know.
I was just here. I was like, wait.
It's
Does
exhausting.
This guy
It's
remind me of
exhausting,
that
by the way.
one
One
guy?
round is fucking
Does this guy remind me? I was here. I was like, does he remind me?
BJ Penn.
I just saw that guy for the first time in my life on something, and I was like, wait.
He just
I looked
said
back and I was
that
like,
Matt
guess not.
reminds him of fucking Dan B.
No. But he doesn't. I looked and nothing.
So we get often reference on the internet because he
Really?
has a beard and I have a beard and we both do social media shit. So the difference between Dan and I is I didn't fail special operations and he did. So we'll leave it at that. Okay, hey, we got to get a Drinking Bro of the week before we get these guys out of here, man. They got to go do shit.
We do. The
Actually,
Drinking Bro of
Ross,
the week.
Ross,
Let's change it up a little bit,
We're
Ross.
actually going to save that for next week if you don't mind real quick. BJ
Go ahead.
BJ or Cabbage, we have a thing called Drinking Bro of the Week, and it's kind of a very reverence position. So whoever gets that is well respected and just kind of a shout out and a lot of love. So we're actually going to give that to you guys if you can think of someone on the top of your head.
Someone you want to
That
just
you
give
just want to
comments to,
thank
man.
and say for shit that you did, man.
Oh, man.
Anything in life,
It can be
whether it's a
personal, you can
brother,
give us the
sister,
backstory,
personal backstory,
anything.
someone that you just miss, anything.
Miss,
that just-
love, support.
as long as we're not putting you on the spot.
Okay. What cabbage you? Or me?
Anybody you guys want. If not, we have one, but we thought we'd give you guys the opportunity.
Oh.
Don't want to put you in the spot.
You know what? I'm gonna give them out to my kids.
Yes,
For
sir.
having the faith in me. You know what I mean? For giving me the second chance. You know.
Cabbage, you have no
Yeah, right
idea how
on,
much that
Cabbage.
affected me, dude. That you almost made me cry with that.
I touched you with that
Dude,
one.
you touched me with more than just your penis, buddy. Hey, brother, no, seriously, saying that about your family, I'm a huge family man, and dude, just that's respect, brother.
Thank you.
And man, and your kids, dude, I'm sure they love you, brother. Dude, you're doing huge shit,
Every
man.
day you look at them, you know, they look at you with
Yeah.
that high held stuff, you know, makes you want to do better things, you know, for them.
I know.
That's awesome, dude.
You gotta stop. I'm gonna start fucking crying. I gotta drink more.
All right, well, we sucked your guys' dick enough. Thanks and shit or whatever. So.
Hey, yeah. Anybody from BJ? BJ, anybody you want to thank?
You know. Just he's reminding me of my kids now. It's all I can think about now.
Boom.
The Cabbage
Oh,
talked
man.
about the kids.
Cute.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna cry.
Perfect,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Perfect.
No.
Well, hey, I've got one. I've got a firefighter and a paramedic from Palm Beach County, Florida. He was diagnosed with cancer, given 6 months to live, and that was about 7 years ago.
That's
And today he's still fighting the good fight. His name is Garland Butch
nothing
Smith.
better than having
Yeah.
fighters on the
Right on,
podcast.
Garland.
We got
He is
one for
retired
the
from the Palm
firefighter.
Beach County
Fuck
Fire
cancer.
Rescue as a
Fuck
captain
cancer.
You know,
on the
fuck
Special
cancer.
Operations.
Fuck
Right.
cancer, dude. And that's the out of all the people in this room, that's the best fighter there fucking is right now,
Oh,
dude. That
man.
motherfucker right there, dude. Outstanding.
Fuck
Dude.
Fuck
yeah.
yeah, dude.
All right, this is it, man.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Well, dude, for Mr. Matt Best, for Rocco, for Ross Patterson, for BJ Penn and Cabbage, easily one of the greatest shows we've ever had in Drinkin' Bros history.
Love you, Jared.
We are out of
We
here.
love you,
Thank you
Jared.
guys so much for being here.
I'm glad we didn't hear fucking
Fat bottom boy over there.
Free Willy.
Free Willy.
Love you.
Free Willy, yeah, we missed JT. Sorry I had to urinate during the middle of the
Hey, he's
episode. I didn't want to miss
drinking
this.
vodka.
This is a great
Yeah.
one.
He's eating beef jerky and vodka.
All right, love you, Drinkin' Bros. We'll see you soon.
Bye. Bye.